good morning. This is David Steele and welcome back to American Truck Simulator.
Demnächst rechts abbiegen.
You're joining me on a trip to Los Angeles where I'm going to give a new modded transmission a bit of a going over.
Biege nach rechts ab.
This is Tackle joining this freeway. We're going to maybe commit the odd speeding offence along this trip because we are hauling £6,000, not much I know, of what's described as, I think, computer components. I'm just going to figure that these are graphics cards and they have to get there in a big hurry. Come on, that SUV. Helps if I can remember what all the controls do, of course. Okay, got to be in the left lane here. There we go. Alright. So it's just after midnight. We're heading to Los Angeles. Are my headlights on? Yes, they are. Thank goodness. I'm using a Zeemods Caterpillar C15 6NZ or 6NZ. Just the entry-level one. 475 horsepower. And I'm using what I found on the Eden Fuller website is the Fuller convertible transmission.
Achtung, achten Sie auf die Geschwindigkeitsbegrenzung.
My GPS system is in German because
Bitte links halten.
who doesn't want to be told what to do by a German navigation system? Let's tap cruise up to 80. And this Fuller convertible, it's a 9-speed.
Achten Sie auf die Geschwindigkeitsbegrenzung.
Yes, I know, I'm going too quick. It's a 9-speed, but you can convert it to a 13-speed, and that's seen as a bit of a
Achtung, achten Sie auf die Geschwindigkeitsbegrenzung.
sales feature. You buy a truck with a 9-speed, it's reliable. When you're done with it, you convert it to a 13-speed, and you can sell it for more. Though,
Achtung, achten Sie auf die
I know
Geschwindigkeitsbegrenzung.
I'm speeding. Though, of course, if you're going to convert it, why don't you just buy it with a 13-speed? Anyway, it's 9 speeds, and it's configured pretty much the same as the 18-speed in the game. Has the same final drive. That's a 3.25. So in effect, it's a little bit like skipping every gear with the 18-speed, and most of the time that's how I drive it. So I figure, well, save myself some additional gear changes. And so far, so good. As for this Caterpillar engine, it's been doing okay. I have spent the last few driving trips in the game using this engine, mostly because of money trouble. I've wanted to make the game that little bit harder, and so I've really cranked on the cost of fuel. I tried some economy mods. So far I've yet to find the sweet spot between my drivers making me a ton of money, or my drivers losing me a ton of money, but also to make the diesel costs a lot more relevant. Because in the stock game you can get 1 mile per gallon and it doesn't matter. Yet very little difference to the amount of money that you make. I would like to be rewarded for getting those 6, 7, 8 to the gallon, and penalised for getting 2, 3 or 4 to the gallon. Right, well, let's see if I can push this truck a little quicker. Let's tap it up to 85 and see what it does. Gradually accelerating. Only gradually. This route is one of my favourites in many ways. It's a fairly straight road. It's quite easy to make good progress. There are some hills, which is a good test of the engine, but on the whole, it's a fast route. Good way to make a bit of money if you need to cover a distance and get some dollars. It's doing 90, which I'm happy with. Not going to push it any quicker. Yeah, I did give this recently gave it a service, so this will be a little wearing, thing, but it was pretty much mechanically perfect when I grabbed the load earlier. Right, well let's sit back and enjoy the trip. See if I can avoid crashing this time.
Immer geradeaus. That's got me in California, so I am now definitely speeding. Not that I wasn't earlier. And thanks to the station wagon getting in my way, I've lost a whole bunch of speed, so it's going to take a few miles to get back up to 90. Not very good at driving with the external view. It's not the drive-by. Almost back up to 90 though. This guy's going to hold me up again, aren't they? Patrol getting in the way. Okay. Wait for acceleration. So I've kept playing around with various engines and transmissions just because I'm enjoying it. I'm asking myself, so why did Cummins not make the ISX-12 a 500 horsepower engine? I'm sure that there's a good reason for that. Well, yes, there is. It's the ISX, whatever. ISX 15 even. But what if we made one that was as torquey as maybe the mid-range ISX 15s? So look at the torque curves of the various engines, throw in some different figures, assume that the engineers can wave a magic wand, and you get some, thank you white car, get some interesting sounding engines, not sound engines, just the specification of them. Maybe I'll get to play around with some of those.
Immer geradeaus.
Guess I'm gonna make with these trucks for the next few miles. Don't think I can make them get out of my way. I'm gonna try. No, this is not gonna
Achtung,
work.
achten Sie auf die Geschwindigkeitsbegrenzung.
Come on, guys. Coming up to a gradient, so let's hope this truck in lane number 2 doesn't lose too much speed. Yeah, he is. So with the genuine 18 speed as opposed to the 9 speed, I might have split the top gear and dropped down a cog, or half a cog. But in this case, I am kind of trapped between 8th and 9th. Feel like playing some hold music. Okay. Let's cruise back up to 90 and
Achtung, achten Sie auf die
lift off it
Geschwindigkeitsbegrenzung.
if I need to. Bit of engine brake. Okay. You're clear. Move over. You can't move over just yet. Don't make me do the thing that you want to do in Hollywood, which is me move across. It's one of those things that you see on YouTube,
Achtung,
idiots on the
achten Sie auf
road.
die Geschwindigkeitsbegrenzung.
Impatient drivers that pull into lane number 1 to go around a bigger, slower vehicle, and the bigger, slower vehicle just pulls out into them or in front of them because they don't have the same visibility.
Achtung,
In this case, he
achten Sie
just
auf
wasn't
die
going to move over for me.
Geschwindigkeitsbegrenzung.
There we go. Quick check on my progress. I reckon I'll get there by 6. Slow down
Achtung,
again.
achten Sie auf die Geschwindigkeitsbegrenzung.
Gonna set the cruise back in 90 and just use foot brake or just kill cruise if I need to slow down, which I have needed to.
Bitte links halten.
Yep, staying left here. May want to change down. Yep. Let's drop down a gear. Back up to top. There is a car there after all, my bad. That's a familiar car.
Achtung, achten Sie
Taking
auf
the
die
inside lane. I'm going to
Geschwindigkeitsbegrenzung.
take the middle one. Oh, come on, guys.
Achtung, achten Sie auf die Geschwindigkeitsbegrenzung.
Good. This isn't my exit. Let's give these cars some more space
Achten
to
Sie
pull
auf
out
die
if they need to.
Geschwindigkeitsbegrenzung.
Back on the way.
Bitte links halten.
So just going round the slower trucks is much more involving if I don't just use the shoulder. It's a lot slower though.
Rechts halten.
Here's my exit
Dann
coming up.
Ausfahrt rechts nehmen.
Speed
Die
down.
Ausfahrt rechts.
That was a little unstable. In fact, got a bit of roll going on here. Great.
Bitte links halten.
Kept under control. Tap resume. Shift to 9th. Pull in front of these good folks.
Achtung, achten Sie auf die Geschwindigkeitsbegrenzung. Achtung, achten Sie auf die Geschwindigkeitsbegrenzung.
That's my exit again. What do you know?
Rechts halten und dann rechts abbiegen.
Gonna lose a bit of speed for this one.
Biege nach rechts ab.
Could try and use the outside lane, but I don't think I'm gonna have the handling to manage that. Let's just keep it 7th. Maybe I'll convert this transmission to give me the 4 highs and 1, 2, 3, 4 high and low. That might make it a bit more immersive. Okay, back on resume. Shift through the gears. So I'm impressed with this Caterpillar engine. It's been decently economical. It's performed fine. I like the sound it makes. What's not to like?
Achtung, achten Sie auf die Geschwindigkeitsbegrenzung.
Well, of course, technically in California this engine would be illegal because it's a pre-emissions engine. I think that's another reason why I bumped up the price of diesel, is to
Bitte rechts
reflect
halten.
the fines that you would get through not necessarily following the requirements for emissions. I need to kill some speed. Is this my exit? Yeah, I think so. Wow. We covered that ground pretty quickly. Well, it's nice to get to the shops in time for them to open to sell these GPUs. I don't think I'm getting paid enough for this either. I have $1 million worth of stock on the back of this truck, and it's a really small trailer as well. So I mean,
Demnächst rechts
it should be
abbiegen.
easy to maneuver, right? We'll see.
Biege nach rechts ab.
To Los Angeles. Yep, looks clear to me.
Achtung, achten Sie auf die Geschwindigkeitsbegrenzung.
I don't get bored of hearing
Links
it tell me
halten
off for
und
speeding.
dann links abbiegen. Biege nach links ab.
Yep, we'll be turning left. Yep, there's my light. Past this medium duty vehicle. Shift to 7th. I guess I'll just put cruise to
Achtung, achten
35.
Sie auf die Geschwindigkeitsbegrenzung.
I can pretty much stop now.
Rechts halten und dann rechts abbiegen. Biege nach rechts ab.
Oh, red light. Yep, there we go. Thank you so much for that. Make me stop and then switch to green. Appreciate that.
rechts ab.
Now, where's it going to want me to drop
Endlich, wir sind
this
da.
cargo? Yeah, I'll try it. I mean, you'd obviously do it because it helps the shop workers, though I guess this looks like a wholesaler. Maybe these GPUs aren't for sale today. I don't know. I just can't see well enough. So I'm going to go this way, get underneath it. No, I didn't pull forward enough. Frustrating sounds emanating from me right now. Okay. This should be straightforward. Okay, that's better. That's better. Helps if I steer the right way though. So I'm gonna pull forward. This will make it a little easier for me, I think. So once it's straighter, that's a mirror one. So am I straight? No, I'm not quite straight. No, wrong way again. I kind of made a mess of this, but yeah, I did. Come on. Straighten the thing up. Now that looks straight. Straight-ish anyway. Hey, there we go. Okay, I am not going to mess around too much. Let's shut the engine down, disconnect. Alright, see how well we did. 382 miles, 64 gallons of fuel, give or take. So, well, that seems a little bit ludicrous. I mean, that's 6 some give or take to the gallon. Well, alright. Maybe I wasn't so horrendous. But the average speed, is that right? Yeah, that's more than 60 miles an hour. Okay, well, I guess pulling a light cargo kind of helps, so that's fantastic. Well, that wraps up to today's driving for this video. So if you like what you've seen, thank you so much for sticking around to the end. I even managed to park this one. You can like or dislike at the bottom. You can subscribe for more. And I hope that you're having a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.